So hello everybody, welcome back to Victoria 3, Germany. So, it's been about a week since our last stream, and since that point we have learned a few things. Primarily about the German unification. So, I thought that we just had to wait for these small states to voluntarily join us. Apparently that's not actually the case. If we go over to cultures, we go over to nation formation, Germany is actually located right here. So we can launch a leadership play. We have 4 supporters. The Austrians have 1. It looks like Schleswig is actually supporting the Austrians at the moment. So if we can kind of like bring more people to our side, we might be able to launch the unification play. We need to... I mean, we could just fight the Austrians. It'd cause Austria, Portugal, Bavaria, Italy, Krakow, Schwarzburg, Schleswig. We'll have a few allies of our own, but really not too much. I'd prefer to do this as peacefully as we can. We're already losing 9,000 pounds a week, so let's not make that worse than it has to be. We can. How much would take on your debt be? Quite a bit of money. Take on your debt would be 830,000. Can I just improve relations? We can damage relations, which is not what we want. Who cultures, empire? Who doesn't support us? Bavaria, Baden, Salzburg, which I'm assuming is you. I mean, there's us, there's Austria, of course, Holstein. We can maybe get them to regime change, liberty state, open market. Let's just improve relations for now. They don't like us very much, but if we can get them to agree to join our wonderful nation, I'd be happy with that. We are now losing 50,000 pounds. Not a good way to start this off, but that is a-okay. Budget. Right now we're in 3rd place. Losing 50,000 pounds. What can I do right now to fix that? I mean, what are we spending it on? We're spending it mostly on constructions, military wages, government wages are quite a bit. Subsidies are 60,000. Which subsidies? Subsidies primarily for shipyards and steel mills. Is it really that big of an issue? Our steel mills? Shipyards? We are subsidizing them. We're subsidizing you. If we don't subsidize them, because right now you're privately owned. If we make you publicly traded, usually that works pretty well. 98% staffed, 98% staffed. That'll save us some money. We're also spending a lot of money on our steel mills as well. At some point, there's gonna be a mod that'll sort these in alphabetical order. I don't know when it'll happen. Steel mills. Like, why do you have no money? 31,000 because iron is stupidly expensive. I think it's because iron is very expensive here. Let's cancel subsidies on you. Do we have iron mines? We have some, yes. I mean, they're decently sized as well. I don't know why iron would be so expensive in the country. We don't have enough silk. The sorting, exactly. We need the sorting DLC. Silk, we'll get that from France. Well, we have an import shortage. And I'm not even too sure why. Inactive trade routes, get rid of unproductive trade routes. Low market access in a handful of our territories here. Iron is expensive. We can either, if we get it from France, it'll drive the cost down by about 10 pounds. So let's do that for now. What are we actually building? We're mostly building rail networks. Needs convoy, stay in turmoil, Tonkin. Let's not worry about Tonkin too much. Because right now, you're on steel frame. Yeah, put all of you on steel frame for now. We have 6,000 pounds. Rail networks are almost done. Do we need this much transportation? Go to details. How much is transportation right now in terms of cost? It is 72% more expensive than normal. Okay, so we probably do want more transportation. We need to drive that price down as quickly as we can. And again, losing like 9,000, 10,000 pounds a day isn't so bad, honestly speaking. I think it's... Well, we can handle it, at least for now. We also need to build some infrastructure in all of these areas. So let's just get that done. We can do that with the railway. And then alt-click 2 of you. Saxony, we can get some of those done as well. Railways, go 2 more on you. Brunswick. Yeah, railway. 2 more of you. Thank you. Hesse. Railway, let's go like 4 of you seems okay. Mecklenburg's at 74%, so let's improve you guys as well. Scroll down to the bottom, please. And we'll get like 6. I think that seems okay. Okay, war with air is broken out. Not a big deal. I'm sure the French will be able to deal with them on their own. I know in a recent patch they have buffed these like smaller decentralized nations in Africa. Well, I mean, not just Africa. I mean, it's in the entire world. But I know they've been buffed. We'll see if the French can actually deal with it. I'm assuming that they can. And if they can't, we might have some issues. We still have so many people that hate our government. I'm not even like too sure why exactly so many. Like right now, 15.4. People are, I mean, okay, the poor aren't doing that well. The rich and the middle class are actually doing very well in Germany. The poor are kind of just like hanging out. France goes for air from Algeria. Exactly. Who needs, I mean, Algeria right now, unrecognized regional power. Canada cooperative. Are you allied with somebody? Like, are you in somebody's market? You're backed by the Austrians, actually. Which makes you, I mean, that's interesting for sure. Austria also has a complete domination over Italy as well. Okay, we got a duel between Hergo Kirchweger and Pascal von Ranch. Well, we could just ban dueling. I mean, do I care who wins this duel? You know what? Let him fight. Politician has died. Like, if people need to fight to the death, then so be it. Like, who am I to stop them from having a good time? Go to what are we researching? Researching philosophical pragmatism, which is a bureaucracy bonus on population. We're at negative 400, which is a 13% tax waste, which is not very good. You probably actually need more government administration. Okay, we're now back up to 80,000, getting some money from the investment pool transfer, which is nice. Construction, everything's like so expensive. Have you noticed that like everything costs money? Shit's kind of fucking whack. Okay, amount doesn't really matter. Who do we get more productivity out of? The Ottomans? Okay, we'll trade with the Ottomans here. Unprotected trade routes, iron with France, lead with the British. Okay, we'll get rid of you then. And we still need more convoys. Did I have I upgraded ports? They aren't industry ports. How many convoys are we getting off of this? 8,750. We could build some more. What are we actually building right now? All of my wonderful railroads. I mean, I do need a lot of them. Germany, it's a big country, okay? It's a big country. It needs a lot of infrastructure to kind of make sure everything's actually working properly. 15. Like, I just want more builds. I don't know. Can I ask people to, like, Baden? How do you pronounce it? Can I ask you to change for costuming, make a protectorate, take on your debt? But I can't. I don't think I can ask you to back me in terms of forming. Germany. Again, we could just go to war with Austria for this. The fact that Russia would be opposed to us. I mean, we have France. France actually has a very large reserve army, so we can maybe rely on their forces a little bit. I mean, we could just try to puppet these guys, but I don't think that really makes any sense. They want to support Austria more than us, which is attitude 50, amicable relations 25, 50-50. We're a great power plus 10, great power plus 10. So if we can get our way up to friendly relations with Bavaria, they'd be more likely to back us. You're kind of close, of course. Austria has no interest in supporting us. Holstein kind of hates everyone in this situation. I don't know, they like insignificant power plus 20. Does that apply to both of us? Yes. Why, every country's in debt? Look. You think that Germany would be like the one country that maybe bucked the trend? 85. I mean, Baden says that they support us more than 110 friendly relation. They don't like Austria at all. So I'm guessing you're not friendly enough with us. What can I do to make Baden like me more? How many states do they even have? Because again, we need 19 to actually get this to work. I think Baden's just one state. I think Bavaria has 3. You're my puppet, so you should automatically back us. And again, you like me as well. Well, you like me well enough. How much money do I have in my bank? 6 million. Do you think me taking on Württemberg and body in debt would be enough for them to want to support me to form Germany? My gut says no. They have one supporter in Schleswig. I mean, they're at 110 already. You owe an obligation. Would an obligation impact this? I mean, let's spend £1 million and let's find out. We'll try to support Baden as we're, where we can here. Württemberg, begun mobilization. So there's actually a civil war going on in Württemberg. Of course, I think we want to back the Württemberg government. Yes, there we go. We're already backing them. Fantastic. I don't think this war will really play out at all. Do I want to send troops over here? I mean, Bavaria's backing you. Still at 119. Krakow, Bavaria would join the Austrians. Maybe because they're all self-German. 100, 24. I mean, Bavaria should be more than enough to deal with the revolt down here. I don't think we really got to worry too much about what's happening in Württemberg. Kind of have to worry about what's happening everywhere else. Like, I wonder if there's a way that we can maybe get Austria. I mean, they're hostile towards us. Do they have an alliance? They're rivaling with the British, Germany, and France. The trade agreements with the Ottomans and the Russians. They got one puppet in Krakow. Italy's in a custom union. I don't think there's anything to do to get Italy to not be in a custom union with Italy. Like, if we can somehow make them switch sides, that would be beneficial. What about the Ottomans? You guys like me, right? I mean, they do. We're gonna get you finished. There's a tech we can do in here. It'll take 4 years of research. It allows me to have more than one alliance. That could be useful for a war against the Austrians. Also, we only have 84 innovation. One thing we did find out in our Italy campaign is, hey, you probably want more research. So buildings, the railways are on their way to being completed. Universities, you're already doing pretty well for yourself. I'm going to upgrade a handful of you. Just so we can get some more research. It's going to cost us 84,000 pounds. The Dutch want to enter in a defensive pact. Absolutely. You're in my market, right? Yes. We have so much trade with France, it's actually insane. 6 battalions in reserve, expensive goods. Iron is still stupidly expensive. Keep trading with France. Wood is expensive. Do you want to go for a mount? Let's trade with Denmark on that. Me and Denmark can be friends. Kind of. Wait, are the British and the French... Not the British and the French. Is it Britain and Russia at war? They are, because Russia's actually, for whatever reason, backing Karithi in a war against the British. So will that keep them out of a war against Austria then? We believe Russia would side with the enemy. But they're also already at war with Britain. So, I mean, that worries me a lot, actually, because I don't want to fight the British. Or I don't want to fight the Russians if I can avoid it. I mean, they're up in the north. Apparently, the Omani troops are fighting in St. Petersburg. Don't really know why. You guys just have a fun time all the way up north. Negative 734, huh? Home affairs, trade routes, 26% tax waste penalties. But yeah, we need actually more government administration as well. We need a little bit of everything. Government administration. Throw these also to the top of the list. I don't know where they are in the building queue. I think they're pretty far down the list. Well, first, let's at least finish a handful of these universities. So finish the university in Saxony. They'll be done in a handful of weeks. I would like to build more, you know, construction. 238 is nice, but it's not really strong enough. Who is this? Mara. Mara against the Mara. I don't care about. Let's go. I don't care about this. I mean, I know we have an interest in Arabia, but right now that doesn't make a lot of sense for us. Do we have any decisions? We do, actually. Explore the Niger River. Or survey the Suez. That's going to cost us 1,000 bureaucracy. Well, right now, I'm already a negative 743, so let's now do that right now. What about the Niger River expedition? Despite many attempts navigated, the full course of this river remains a mystery. Shall we send an expedition to attempt to plot a course of the river? Absolutely. You can send an admiral 27,000 pounds. So no matter what, it's always going to cost 27,000 pounds. Let's send in the admiral. Let's just spend a